Hi you guys, this is Jamie from Whatever's Clever Boutique, and today I have a fun geode tumbler to share with you guys. And I take a lot of inspiration when I do my geode cups from two of my close friends in the tumbler community, Mallory Pagnotta with Made by Maddie and Mel, and Rachel Harper from Mitten Made Craft. They are absolutely phenomenal at these. And every time I do one, I think about them. So you'll have to run over to their channels and check them out. But let's go ahead and get started. So I use a lot of glitters in this one. So we have Fog from Glitter Chimp, Sterling Silver from Glitzy Girl Glitter, Angelo, which is a Made by Manny and Mal glitter. And then we have Midnight from the Glitter Outlet, Camp Crystal Lake from the Glitter Guy. We have Garland from B&B Glitter, Cheermeister from Peachy Olive Glitter, Salty Beach from Peachy Olive Glitter, and Solomon from Peachy Olive Glitter. We're going to start with a 24-ounce prepped plump from the Steel Magnolia. And the way I start my geodes, everyone does this a little bit different, so do whatever is best for you. But I start by kind of drawing out my geode first, just so I have something to work with and don't have to think too much when it comes to applying the glitter and the paint. Then I flip my cup around, and on the opposite side, I'm going to do a geode on the bottom. And I'm actually going to carry the geode effect down to the actual base of the cup as well, so it kind of carries over. Now, I didn't record myself doing this, but I actually took the time to write in each one of those geode spots what color I'm going to put there. So now I take my acrylic paint. I use black 3.0 for the black, mid green of Arteza acrylic paint, and silver Arteza acrylic paint. And I'm actually going to mix these paints with some of my glitter glue to help adhere that glitter. And I just mix them into little containers, and then we get started. So when I do geodes, I actually start with A, either the darkest color first, or B, a color that you won't necessarily see cross-contamination as easily with. So like if I were to apply a white first, right, you would maybe see if I then go to apply the greens after it that are touching that white, and some of that glitter glue underneath is still a little bit wet, and it sticks to the white, you'll definitely be able to see that. So that's kind of what I mean by starting with the darkest color first, or the color that you won't necessarily see as easily if cross-contamination does happen. So for me, I started with the dark charcoal and worked my way from there. As you can see, I did the top part first, and then I flipped the cup around and went in with that same color on that bottom side as well. And you'll notice I do that for each color. So why go back and forth when you are using one color and do, all the front and then all the back? I just do the same color on either side. That's just easiest for me. And then move to the next color from there, so on and so forth. So I sped this up quite a bit because it does take some time, but you can just kind of watch along as I apply all of my glitters for my geode. And here's what we've got after we have all of our glitters applied. And because I can never seem to remember to plug in my phone when I'm recording, my camera died, so I did apply fog to all of that open white area. Fog was from Glitter Chimp. And as you can see here on my epoxy coats, it's just kind of a sparkly white base. And I applied 2 coats of epoxy here, and then went in and sanded around the rim a bit before I went in with my Posca markers. And I used a green, white, and a gray, and this is totally personal preference on what colors to use. I kind of like mixing it up and using multiple colors, but if you just wanted to use white, that's perfectly fine. Just use green or use a different color, that's great too. But as you can see here, I just kind of go in and with a rough hand, by rough hand I mean kind of a shaky hand, I draw out the lines in between the glitter. Now this process does take quite a bit of time, but kind of have fun with it and play around. And I've never had a geode that I haven't loved the outcome of because they're all so different and unique. And here are what my little paint lines look like. The colors I chose on this tumbler are for a high school dance team that I coach. So I'm going to use that logo with the word dance on it for my decal. As you can see, I didn't weed the D and the A in dance just because those centers are so fragile. So I'm going to wait until I layer. And the vinyls I used are a green glitter vinyl that I got off of Amazon and a just plain white matte vinyl. So here I am layering one on top of the other. And this is a pretty simple decal, so I just, lay it right over top and press it down when I have it centered. Now that the vinyls are layered, I'm going to remove that D and the A just to expose the little centers, just because it's easier this way since they're stuck down. They're not going to try and pull up. And there's some little elements in the nose and the eye that I'm also going to weed. Now I just simply take that and I'm going to put it right on the top above that bottom geode. And now I'm going to go in with my final 2 coats of epoxy. Like most all of the tumblers I make, I absolutely love the way this one turned out. Geodes are so much fun. Any color combination you can possibly think of can be used. So it's just so fun to play around and see what you can come up with. Even using different bases, like having the base be black has turned out really good before. Using neons, that's my favorite. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below. I would love if you were able to like, subscribe, if you want to see content that I do in the future. That always helps me out. But I appreciate you guys coming back week after week, and I will see you again next week.